Okay, let's start with root apex organization now. So this is the diagram of root apex organization, and at root apex what is present? Root apical meristem is present, and this root apical meristem is covered by, protected by root cap. So due to the presence of root cap, this root apical meristem is occupying the subterminal position. Okay, so this root apical meristem cuts off cells towards lower side and even towards upper side. Whereas in case of shoot apical meristem cuts cells towards only lower side, only towards basal side. Whereas in case of root apical meristem, it cuts cells towards apex and even towards base. That means even towards upper side and even towards lower side and upper side. Right. Okay. So here there is no broadening and narrowing of this root apical meristem as we seen in case of shoot apical meristem. So here what can we say? So here cutting of cells, cuts off cells towards upper side and lower side. Upper side, lower side. So upper side cells, upper side and lower side. Upper side cells gets differentiated into primary permanent tissues. Primary permanent tissues, whereas lower side cells gets differentiated into root cap. Root cap. Okay, right. And here there is no broadening and narrowing of root apical meristem. So broadening and narrowing of this root apical meristem is absent. So if broadening and narrowing of this root apical meristem is absent, what happens? There is no formation of nodes and internodes. So what we discussed in case of shoot apex organization, where there is broadening, there is node. It results in the formation of node finally. And where there is the regions where narrowing of shoot apex organization occurs, shoot apical meristem occurs, there it results in the formation of internodes. So here, as there is no broadening and narrowing, there is no formation of nodes and there is no formation of internodes also. So in roots, nodes and internodes are absent. So this is about root apex. And in case of, and to explain this root apex organization, different theories are given by different scientists. Now let's study these theories which explains this root apex organization. So there are three different types of theories. I am writing these theories. Next I will explain all these theories one by one. So these are histogen theory, and then Wiesendt-Center theory and Karper-Cape theory. Karper-Cape theory and then Wiesendt-Center theory. Wiesendt-Center theory. Right, now let's study all these theories one by one. Let's start with histogen theory. So this histogen theory is given by the scientist Hans Steiner. According to this histogen theory, the histogen theory of dicots, the root apex of dicots is different from the root apex of monocots. Let's study about the dicots first. So according to this histogen theory, in case of dicots, the root apex consists of three layers. They are dermatogen, peribelum and clerome. This dermatogen forms epidermis and even root cap. Root cap is also formed by dermatogen. Next layer, that is peribelum. Peribelum forms cortex, whereas plerome forms stele. Stele includes what? Stele includes pericycle, vascular tissues, that is xylem and phloem, and pith. All these together are called as stele. Right, now coming to monocots. In case of monocots, according to this histogen theory, root apex consists of four layers. 3 layers are similar, that is dermatogen, I am writing D only, then peribelum and then plerome. Apart from these 3 layers, another extra layer, that is 4 layers are present. So here 3 layers, here 4 layers in case of monocots, right? So the extra layer which is present apart from these 3 layers is calyptrogen. Calyptrogen. So this calyptrogen forms root cap. It forms root cap, whereas dermatogen forms epidermis. Dermatogen forms epidermis. Plerome, then peribelum forms cortex in the same way. Plerome forms stele. Stele. So this is about histogen theory. Then coming to Carper-Cape theory. Then coming to Carper-Cape theory. Okay, this Carper-Cape theory is given by the scientist Scoop. Scoop. Okay, so this Carper-Cape theory is similar to Tunica Carpus theory, which we studied in case of shoot apex organization. So here Cape is representing Tunica. Cape represents Tunica and Carper represents Carpus. Carpus. So this cape is involved in the formation of only one layer, that is epidermis, and rest all tissues, that is ground tissues plus vascular tissues are formed by this Carper, which is nothing but Carpus, which is similar to Carpus, which is multi-layered. Next, coming to next theory, that is quiescent center theory. Let's study quiescent center theory now. So this quiescent center theory is given by the scientist Clove in the root apex, to explain the root apex of maize root. So he discovered the presence of quiescent center in the root apex of maize, and then he gave this theory as quiescent center theory, given by Clove. Scientist named Clove, to explain the root apex of maize. Okay, according to this theory, let's say this is root apex. Root apex, okay, I am drawing one more diagram. So let's say this is root apex. At root apex, it consists of inverted cup-shaped meristematic tissue. Inverted cup-shaped meristematic tissue at the center, which is surrounded by an active meristem. So this is outermost is active meristem and the innermost is inactive meristem, which is called quiescent center. Quiescent center. I will explain why it is called quiescent center. Okay, inactive meristem, and in this inactive meristem, which is inverted cup-shaped, consists of low amount of DNA. The amount of DNA is low, the amount of RNA is low, and the amount of protein is also low. And hence, it shows low meristematic activity. So, it is called a reserve meristem. Okay, so when this active meristem undergoes damage, when this active meristem is undergoing damage, the quiescent center, the meristematic tissue which is present at the center, becomes active and it is involved in functioning. It starts functioning to undergo cell division. What is its function? Its function is to undergo cell division. So by undergoing cell division, it produces many cells. Those cells gets differentiated into different types of primary permanent tissues of root. So this is called quiescent center. Quiescent center, where the meristematic tissue is in resting stage. Depending upon the requirement of the plant and depending upon when the plant is calling for cell division, then this quiescent center gets activated and it starts undergoing cell division when the active meristem which is surrounding the quiescent center gets damaged. Okay, so this is about quiescent center theory, and this quiescent center is also called as reserve meristem. It is also called as reserve meristem. So this is all about the theories that explain the root apex organization. So in the next video, I will be starting with permanent tissues, that is simple permanent tissues, parenchyma, collenchyma and sclerenchyma.